This joke is a homage to my Uncle Hick, may he rest in peace. All right, this guy, he works freelance construction to make a living. And so what happens is he gets these freelance jobs. Sometimes they're involved, they take a couple of days. He works all day and night, doesn't eat and sleep, and then he gets his check and sleeps for a couple of days. So he just finished up this 3-day job. He's hardly eaten or slept for 3 days, and he's exhausted. He wants to get home. And he walks by these kind of a restaurant soup kitchen, and they've got a sign in the window. It says $1.99 for the lunch special. It says hot bowl of soup, hot meat sandwich, and a hot piece of pie. So he kind of hesitates. He wants to sleep, and he goes, shit, I'm really hungry. Let me get in there and have a quick meal, and I'll go home and go to sleep. So he goes in, he sits down, and he says to the waiter, I'll take the special, but could you make it fast? I got to get out of here. So the waiter says, fine. He goes in the back, comes right out, puts the hot bowl of soup down on the table, and he notices that the waiter's thumb is stuck in the soup. So he just says to himself, this is disgusting. He says to the waiter, you know what? I really don't feel like eating the soup. Why don't you take the soup back, bring me the hot sandwich, and would you do it quickly? And the waiter says, sure. And he goes in the back. A second later, he's out, puts the hot meat sandwich down, and he notices that the waiter's thumb is stuck between the bread and the meat. He says to himself, oh man, this guy's sick. He says, you know what? I really don't feel like eating the sandwich, he says. Just take it back and bring me the hot pie. I want to get out of here. So the waiter goes in the back, comes back out, puts the hot piece of pie down on the table, and his thumb's stuck right in the pie. So he flips out and he says, you know, there's something wrong with you. He says, what's the matter with you? He says, you work in a business where you handle people's food. He says, don't you know it's unsanitary to touch people's food? I'm going to complain to the manager. So the guy goes, oh, geez, sir, I'm terribly sorry. He says, but you see, I have this problem. I have this infection on my thumb, and the doctor told me I have to keep my thumb in something that's warm and moist. So the guy freaks out. He says, you son of a bitch. He says, why don't you just stick it up your ass? He says, when I'm in the kitchen, that's what I do. That's the joke.